Welcome to another week on the Talklabs podcast.
Hello and welcome to Talklabs. Today me and Max are going to be talking about the Lake Bodom murders. This is a cold case from the 1960s. It involves 4 teenagers, 3 of which were killed and 1 left badly injured. It took place on Saturday the 5th of June 1960 in a small place called Espoo, 21 kilometres from Helsinki, Finland. 2 couples went camping. They were Neil William Gustafsson, Miley Bjorklund, Anja Mackie and Seppo Boisman. So what happened was 4 teenagers, 2 couples, decided to go for a camping trip near Lake Bodom. The boys were aged 18 and the girls were aged 15. On the night of June 5th, Miley, Niels, Anna and Seppo went up to Lake Bodom, set up their tent, went fishing and drank some alcohol. For the most part, it was a normal night, but around 4 to 6 in the morning, someone cut open their tent lining and proceeded to bombard them with blows from a rock and a knife. Miley, Anna and Seppo were killed, and Niels was left unconscious with a fractured jaw. Miley and Niels were found lying on top of the tent. Miley was naked from the waist down. She had also been stabbed more than everyone else. The first people to find them were 2 young boys, 10 or 11 years old. They was allegedly bird watching and seen a man with longish blonde hair walk away from the scene, but they didn't contact police. The first person to call the police was a hiker or a jogger who walked past the scene. Their wallets and keys were missing, which led police to believe it was robbery. Seppo's leather jacket was also missing. Niels claimed there was a black figure with red eyes, but while under hypnosis, he gave a description of a man and police were able to create a sketch. The footprints found at the scene were matched to Niels' trainers, but his trainers were found 700 metres away from the campsite, covered in blood and partially hidden. There was also a pillowcase found with blood and semen on it, and after DNA tests, no DNA from the 4 campers was found. Another witness, a young boy fishing, also seen the man with long blonde hair walking away from the scene. There was also a woman who claimed to have witnessed a crime scene, but didn't come forward until a documentary in 2004. She claimed that Seppo and Niels, the 2 boys, came over to her camp and were drunk and acting aggressively. Niels said he never spoke to her, and when they checked Miley's diary, there was no entry saying that the 2 boys had left. The first suspect police had was Pentti Soinen. He was a maintenance worker, convicted of several property thefts and violent crimes in the late 1960s. At the age of 24, while in jail, he confessed that he had committed the Lake Bodom murders. He claimed that on that night he was 15 and resided near the site of the Lake Bodom murders. Police interrogated him, however, his confession was not given much weight. Police didn't trust him because he was a psychopath who could be incredibly cryptic, especially while under the influence of drugs and alcohol. Pentti hung himself at Tojala, in a prisoner transport station, on the anniversary of the Lake Bodom murders. Another prime suspect police had was Vladimir Gilstrom. He was a kiosk keeper from Otta. He was known to have hated children and behaved aggressively a lot. A few days after the murders, Gilstrom filled in the well in his backyard. Due to this, Gilstrom's house and courtyard was studied in depth. Nothing incriminating was found, but it is possible that all the evidence was hidden or destroyed. For example, Gilstrom's relatives have claimed that the murder weapon is in the filled-in well. While he was drunk, he confessed the murders to his neighbours, saying, "I killed them." According to police, Gilstrom had an alibi for the night of the murders given by his wife. His wife told police that she had been awake all night and Gilstrom had not been away from the house. However, his wife had said before her death that Gilstrom had threatened to kill her if she had told the truth. He drowned himself in Lake Bodom in 1969, again on the anniversary of the murders. Most suspicion was found on the alleged KGB spy, Hans Assmann. He allegedly served in the SS and was a guard in Auschwitz. On the 6th of June 1960, he came into the Helsinki Surgical Hospital. Assmann's behaviour in the hospital was particularly odd. He appeared dishevelled, with black fingernails, and his clothes were covered in red stains. Assmann may have lied to the hospital staff about the cause of his appearance. He also pretended to be unconscious and was aggressive and nervous. Assmann's clothing matched the description of the Lake Bodom murderer. He also cut off his long blondish hair when details regarding the appearance of the Lake Bodom murderer were revealed on the news. Assmann lived within 5 kilometres of Bodom, which is a very short distance from the shore of Lake Bodom. Police only had a brief meeting with Assmann, but found little since they did not want to cross-examine the doctors. Also, they did not take Assmann's clothing for examination. Despite the fact the doctors in attendance were certain that the stains were composed of blood. His behaviour could have been suggested as guilt, which was noted by the surgical hospital curator, Jorma Paolo, as well as other hospital staff. Later, Paolo wrote 3 books regarding Assmann and the murders. Former Detective Chief Inspector Matti Palario also suspected that Assmann was responsible for 5 other murders. Assmann has been linked to other unsolved Finnish homicides, such as Kaliki Saari's murder in Isojok and the Tuhilanti double murder in Heimvisa. And lastly, in late March 2004, Niels Gustafsson was arrested by police on suspicion of murdering his 3 friends. In early 2005, the Finnish National Bureau of Investigations declared the case was solved based on new bloodstain analysis. According to the official statement, Gustafsson erupted in a jealous anger over the feelings of his new girlfriend, Miley Bjorklund. She was stabbed multiple times after the fatal blow. According to the official statement, Gustafsson erupted in a jealous anger over the feelings for his new girlfriend, Miley Bjorklund. She was stabbed multiple times after the fatal blow, while the other teenagers were killed much less savagely. The trial started on the 4th of August 2005. The prosecution wanted life imprisonment for Niels. It argued that the re-examination of old evidence using new techniques, such as DNA profiling, raised suspicion towards Niels. The defence argued that the murders were the work of one or more outsiders, and that Neil would have been incapable of killing 3 people given the extent of his injuries. On October 7th, 2005, Niels was acquitted of all charges. On his acquittal, the state of Finland paid him €44,900 for mental suffering caused by the long remand time. 57 years has passed since the day of the Lake Bodom murders, and to this day, no one has ever been charged. Right, so this is the part of the episode where me and Max dive in and have a conversation about what we think went on and the theories that we think are pretty interesting. So let's get into it.
That was a pretty crazy story from Liam. Now we're going to start discussing, and there's a few things we've got to get into.
Like, the first thing we've got to talk about is the obvious age difference. It's without it being a murder, it's weird an 18-year-old taking a 15-year-old camping.
But at the time, something like this wasn't.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? When you look at how old your granddad was.
Lifespan was a lot shorter.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
15 was like the new fucking 20.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, and I think as well, back in the day when you got with a 15-year-old, you wasn't trying to bang it.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. They were both couples, right?
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, it was a totally different time. But at the same time, it happened to, you know, I do get what you're saying. I do get the fact that it's like 2 older guys, they've brought the drink.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because I don't know what it is, but
well,
if the legal
still
age
drinking.
Was a bit younger, then it's like might not have been that different. But if
I
they
remember
could have been under the legal age and they're supplying them with alcohol in a fucking dense forest. Like.
Well, I went to fucking... it's Europe, so I'm assuming it's pretty fucking similar, but then we're part of Europe, we're older, but...
Well, not anymore.
We was, but yeah, I'm still on, man. I never left. No, I'm joking. But no, honestly, I think that it was probably around 16.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
I honestly
everything
think,
was a lot younger then. Like,
and I just think like when I was in Ibiza, I could drink when I was like with my dad.
well, not be funny. Like we drank when we was fucking 12.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, and that's in England like that.
Next thing is just the obvious fact that she's more mutilated than everyone else. Like his girlfriend, the survivor's girlfriend, Neil's girlfriend, is naked.
Yeah,
from
but
the
no, wait.
fucking
Before we
legs
even jump
down.
into that, then let's talk about Neil himself. You know, the idea that he's got away for this long.
Yeah.
You know, we should have probably...
He got paid referendums, like. He got paid £44,900 for fucking mental damages because he obviously got, like, put in prison while he was being fucking trialed, like. So he got out with money, like.
Oh, that's mad. I didn't know that. That's madness.
But there's fucking rumours. There's rumours that he confessed. He's been in a bar before and he's like, oh, I did it and I feel really guilty about it.
The thing is, no knives. He's alive. His missus dead. His missus half naked. Other bird, I'm assuming fully clothed. Nothing about her being there yet.
Nothing about that.
Right.
Like, was a...
Some silly woman making up about them.
Oh, he come over
do you know
fucking
what I mean?
pissed. Like, fuck
So
off.
to me, it's like he did it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know how it. You know, I don't think.
And
I don't think they went over to anyone. Like he probably was like, yeah, let's go camping this weekend.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, because I think at the time as well. Mistake me if I'm wrong. There was like a horror film at the time, a gory horror film.
I'm not sure. I haven't heard.
Yeah,
about
yeah,
that.
and I'm pretty sure at the time, like that was one of the things. Like,
Yeah.
it was like really slashery teen movie, and it was like.
Could have been Friday. Was it Friday the 13th?
No, I mean I don't think it's that old. I think last year. That's something like. I don't even know. I won't even want to put a day on it. It sounds stupid, but also with it, it's also like with these other suspects, right? They're so flimsy.
Yeah.
They seem so.
But have you seen the thing that they all, like, two of them have committed suicide to fucking on the anniversary of the fucking Lake Bodom murders?
Yeah, but is that because it ruined their life?
Yeah, but
imagine being accused of
but
murdering
they
4
didn't.
kids.
They got away with it. Yeah, they got accused. But
Yeah,
they
imagine living
wasn't-
like that.
They was
I
both.
wouldn't-
They was all cleared of it. Like,
If you found out tomorrow, oh, Max has stabbed up this matey, like, and his missus.
your mate did fill up as well. Like, you don't fill up your well 3 days after 4 kids have been fucking killed unless you got something fishy down there. Like concrete, fill it up. Like,
Yeah, because you'd never be able to get through that.
isn't it?
You'd never be able to get that.
And apparently his neighbours and his wife said, his neighbour said that he confessed to them, and his wife said that he would said that he'd kill her if she didn't fucking lie for him to the police and give him an alibi. And that's fucking.
And that wasn't
weird.
that blonde matey found in the hospital with like blood stains all over him.
Yeah, he was. That was that Van Hassman.
Can you imagine, like, dude?
Assman.
Oh my dude. Imagine this as a theory, right? They're all involved, right? One of them was attacking, one of them saved, one of them survived.
See, I've got another crazy thing there that I was thinking about earlier. Do you know, obviously, Neil said that he's seen a black figure with red eyes?
Yeah.
This is far-fetched. But me and you are not non-believers in supernatural things. So, is Lake Bodom got some weird supernatural fucking red-eyed black-figured monster that fucked over these 4 people? Like, what if, like, the black figure was attacking them, Neil's has like been caught in it, was like, oh fuck this, ran, as he's running off he's bumped into Seppo, they're off, like, they're like, oh shit mate, you need to come help me, so they're walking, like, they're coming back while this is going on, right, yeah, so they're coming back, and they get to the fucking thingy, monster's already fucked off, he's just killed everyone, so Seppo's like, you've set me up, you're trying to blame me for these murders, hits him with a rock.
Or even
boom,
thinks,
like,
why have you killed all these people?
Yeah, just
What's
hits him with
going
a
on here?
rock,
Yeah.
leaves him there, does one. That's why he then turns up at the hospital a bit like, don't know what's going on, because he's just in shock and like, did I actually just witness what I think I've just witnessed, like, weird shit. And then Vladimir, the reason he's like, I killed him, I done this, is because, like,
Filling the well was fucking sealing the demon.
yeah, like, he knew that, like, that's why he hated campers. Like,
Yeah.
because he knew there was campers in that young, like,
Energies or
yeah, in it, or like
some
messing around, like
conspiracy shit.
the animal wanted to come out and kill him, so he's like, oh, that's why he didn't want them around, because he's like, he's gonna come out, kill us all, like, you're killing us, fucking rah rah rah. So that's why after it's all happened, he feels guilty, because he's like, oh, I killed them, because he knew that the monster was gonna come out, but didn't go and help him. And then that's why he filled his well in to stop it ever happening again. And then on another level, that's why police didn't touch it, because they knew that the monster was in there, so they was like, right, yeah, we ain't even touching it.
And that's why the case was just like...
In it, they made it look like they was investigating, but never actually come to a conclusion, like, because they knew what the conclusion was from the start.
That's the only, like, I say logical theory I can put on it too, with this creature in the mist.
In it, if that creature is real, that's probably the way it went down. Like,
it was like for the media, like this would have been such a savage thing. Like now, it's like the next. Do you know what I mean? It's nothing to us.
Especially in Finland as well. It's like fucking no murders at the time.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's like that sort of time. You know, the war was just, I think, over, wasn't it? Yeah, it's the 60s. So the war is like a time of peace. Do you know what I mean? It's like.
It's like hippies, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, and you got that gruesome attack. You know, and it's like. The media obviously going to be like, oh, could be a monster. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Divide the people so they're not all thinking like, find this killer. We're all scared, like in a state of fear. So personally, no, I don't believe.
And then there is obviously the fact that when he was under hypnosis, he gave that sketch that looks fucking eerily close to fucking Hans Assman. Like, you put them next to each other, and you're like, what the fuck? And he was the blonde-haired man that cut his hair off when he found out that there was in the news. Went to the hospital the day after with blood on himself. Police didn't take his fucking clothes because they just weren't interested. Said he was acting weird the whole time. Like, he was fucking being aggressive and nervous, and he pretended to be fucking unconscious at one point. Like, what the fuck?
So strange.
Isn't it?
Because at the moment we've got 3 suspects, right?
And he was the one who was suspected of being the KG spy. The KGB spy. And he served in the SS and was a guard in Auschwitz. And this is a weird thing that I found out about him. That he was disappointed with his Nazism after he fell in love with a Jewish girl. When the relationship was found out, he was sent to Eastern Fort and was captured by Soviets and sent to a prison camp. That's when he chose to become a spy in that camp. That was like what he apparently told a interviewer that come to see him when he was close to dying, or like before he killed himself.
I just can't get past the fact that there's 3 major suspects.
Yeah,
2 killed themselves on the anniversary. One filled his well with concrete.
I think that was one of the ones that killed himself.
Yeah, right.
Drowned himself in Lake Bodom.
What does that say?
What the fuck?
You'd have to analyse the death psychology, wouldn't you? The suicide psychology.
Like, he's gone to Lake Bodom. Because they want nothing to do with it. He didn't drown them. But it was like...
The lake drowned him because he was nothing to do with it, bro.
Because they drowned him because he's just fucking consumed when he's around that well. When he's around that lake, he's just consumed with the need to kill.
Crazy, mate. It's a crazy case. You know, the thing is, it's gone so
long.
And
it's still unsolved. Like,
yeah, for so long.
To this day. It's like,
but then, like
57 years.
But I remember hearing the police messed it right up though, didn't they?
Oh, yeah, the police were fucking shit.
No, that's fucking...
They let the town run all over the fucking crime scene.
But then that's just like shows the age of it.
Oh, yeah. It shows the fact that there's no murders that go around. They're just like, what do we do? Like... And DNA wasn't really taken off, so they probably weren't so like, oh, we need to make sure we preserve this DNA.
So, when I say to you right now, who do you think done it? Who do you think done it?
Oh, see, like, it's fucking hard because I could like in my brain I can logically choose any of those 3 people, like Neil, fucking Hans, or Vladimir.
Oh yeah. SG.
I could but like from the start, I'd probably be going with Neil.
Yeah, but didn't they say he was a spy?
Nah, that was Hans.
Hans was a spy,
yeah,
so he didn't have a well.
Nah, he was the one that come in. Hans was the one that come into the hospital, and
cut his hair and that.
Yeah, done all of that weird shit.
See, it's weird, bro.
It is like, and that was where that Hans was also linked to other homicides. Like he was involved in a Kaliki Sari's murder and a double murder in Hanaviza.
Do you reckon those 2 were like working together?
So yeah, that is like, it's weird, and it would be a weird like happening of fate, but like yeah, they could be cohorts. But I think if they were, they didn't know they were cohorts. Like I think they almost just like happened to be same place, same time. He was thinking, oh, I'm gonna go kill these campers. Didn't realise one of them was already killing.
Imagine
the other
that for a
ones,
coincidence.
like, innit?
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Like two killers, like
and
the fact you're never really gonna get murdered.
How else is one matey gonna take on, like, gonna kill and control? Not just kill, but he managed to keep them all in that place and not run off and lose them.
See,
and fucking kill them all.
I really like the idea that like one of them was attacking, one of the mateys saved him, and that kid fucking obviously he was just left with his missus like battered.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, I know.
Then why is his shoes like 700 meters away from the campsite, partially hidden? Like, who does that? Or like, why would a robber rob his shoes? Or, like,
yeah. Right. Yeah. So yeah.
Like, how does his shoes end up that far away? And where's matey's jacket gone? And why have they decided to rob the wallets and the keys? What
if matey leaves the tent, right? He goes for a night piss. Some matey sweeps in. Zap, zap, zap. He hears it.
Fucking matey, like,
legs it.
8th campers comes in, kills them all, yeah.
Matey then legs it, right, yeah. And then he comes back with a fucking...
But he had blood on him. So he'd have somehow had to got blood on him before he did.
Yeah, but if you've seen your missus dead on the floor, pull her out of the tent, like, you okay? You know?
Yeah. So you're saying, like, someone killed him, he went back, seen it, fucked off.
Yeah, no, I think he found Vladimir. Or whatever, one of the guys.
He walked in on it. Like,
yeah.
And that's how matey fucking...
Like,
that's how he got blood on him, because matey was obviously covered in blood. Like.
No. What I'm saying is he's fucked off with his piss. Yeah. He's heard them getting killed. He's legged it. As he's running away, he's found like another fisherman. This is Vladimir. The other killer.
So you're saying he's all three coincidentally in the same place?
Yeah. And none of them have said fuck all. Because that's the time. You know, you just shut the fuck up. Like, you know, whatever happened, happened.
And they've all got some sort of shit on their self.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like fucking... Yeah. Because did any of them have any like stab wounds or injuries, like the two men? Not the lad that was with the missus.
Well, Hans would have had some injuries because he went to the hospital, didn't he? He wouldn't have just gone to the hospital for no reason.
Did you say something about the tent though?
The tent was... Oh yeah, the tent's fucked up. Like 15 years ago, they fucking... DNA tested it and it only had the four people at the campsite on it. So like Nils, Miley's, Anna, and Seppo. Was that
the same as his blood on the shoes?
I don't think they've ever actually DNA'd it. I haven't heard anything about that in it. Yeah. But the pillow that they found had blood on it, that was DNA'd and that wasn't any of theirs. So their blood with only theirs, and then a pillow with just some randomers come and fucking.
Did they check it against the suspects?
I think so. Yeah. Because he got away with it. Because I think that might have been the reason, like the tent and that there might have been the reason he got arrested in 2004. Because there was like a statement saying, it's weird, but they basically said like, it's proven because of that new blood analysis, yeah. But fucking then a year later he got fucking let off for it again and then paid £40,000. £44,000.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go by my personal theory is definitely they're all three involved. Because you can't pull him out of it. You can't say fucking Vladimir killed those kids. That's what I mean. And he's not a fucking victim. Yeah, the motherfucker's snake in that grass. His missus stabbed them most. Blah 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 blah.
That's what I mean, and that's the thing. They all are logically tied to it in some
even
way.
If it happened like this, right? Matey stabbing up his missus, right?
Someone else is killing Seppo.
No. Seppo runs over, starts fucking bashing on the matey. Some matey then sees Seppo like, what are you doing here? He's like, it's not me, mate. I'm not doing nothing. Like, I'm trying to save him. Looks, everyone's fucked. He has to leg it. Yeah, and then he has a fight with that matey or something, and that's what fucks him all over. Like, because I just don't know. For me personally, it's just like there's all the DNA's there. Like, there's no DNA there. Or, do you know? And it's like fucking.
He hated campers and he's fucking filled up his fucking well. Like,
yeah, exactly.
He come into the hospital.
And matey's missus got stabbed the most, and he's alive.
Yeah. And she's naked. Like the only one. Why would you kill someone and then take their trousers off? Or did she just sleep like that? That is a question. Was it a murderer took her trousers off, or did she just get her trousers wet, take them off, fall asleep, and got murdered in the night?
Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's
Fuck's sake,
do you know what? Usually it is like the simplest answer. Like, yeah,
Innit?
she probably did just.
She spilt a fucking drink on her legs, like on her trousers.
They had a
took
drink.
them off.
They had a bang. They went to sleep.
She didn't bother innit?
I'll put them on in the morning, like.
Oh shit.
You know, I want to feel your skin next to me, like. You know what I mean,
Shit.
like.
But is that why matey killed him? Did he walk in on Seppo, fucking his missus, or fingering his missus with her trousers off, and go, what? Killed all three of them?
Where's the other missus then?
He's just killed her for the fun of it. Like, you're a witness. Fuck you, dead.
Why would she let him do it? Why wouldn't she be like?
Maybe she didn't know. Maybe she
she did know.
Maybe she was just asleep. Or yeah, maybe they was having a threesome. Like, and
maybe it's not even a threesome. She's arguing with him, and he's ran back, and it's like what? And then
yeah, or she's just asleep next to him.
And then he's like, fucking, he's like, ran back over. What you doing? She's like, why are you cheating on me? And then he fucks matey up, right? Fucks her up. And then she's like, oh my god, what are we going to do? And he's like, you better not tell the police. She's like, yeah. And he's like, fuck you up.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And then, but then you blame it all on him. What are those other two guys?
Yeah.
And that's the fucking problem with me, mate. It's like, you've got this, you can build a story.
Fucking weird,
you can build a story on all of them.
Like, why did matey fucking, like, all three of them have confessed, but all three of them are fucking got away with not doing it. But then all three of them have done weird shit and actually look like, yeah, you've done it. Like, matey's fucking filled his well up, but the other one's fucking just like, it's written all over that it's probably him.
And the fact that
there's the other one's covered in blood. Like, what?
And the fact that the bike keys are not there.
Yeah. Why are you taking motorbike keys and not the bikes?
But then maybe
was that just a panic?
Maybe
he just got rid of everything sharp in the area, like knives.
Or did he run? Fishing. Did he run away? Like, left his mates to get mashed up? Lost the bike keys, ended up running miles, you know what I mean, leaving his shoes behind. Yeah. Coming back, fucking getting knocked out. Yeah. Getting saved by Vladdy or something. I don't know why. In my mind, I feel like Vladimir saved him. Like.
Is it?
I don't know why. I keep referring to him as the saviour.
Is it?
So I don't know.
Could be. Like, because he confessed to his neighbours. I think he said I killed him. But something that simple could just be, I didn't save them. Like, he's not literally saying, I killed them.
Oh,
he just didn't get there in time.
Dude, innit? And,
oh, shit!
This
mind's blown.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, you can't pinpoint one thing and stick with it.
No, I think that should be our Talklabs theory for this case.
It's somehow all of them were involved.
It's not just you can't pin it.
It's not just our coincidence. The other two had some shit. Like, they all had shit because they was all.
There's
involved.
an actual term for that, isn't it? When investigators try and make the evidence fit the case rather than the case give you the evidence. Do you know what? I don't know.
It's like a horse and blinkers. Yeah. Like, once they get their target, they just focus on it. Skirt. But fucking
ruined that bit.
But yeah, like. But it is. But then they were shit police anyway, so they had no chance. And if it is something as complex...
I don't think it's shit police, man. I think it's just old.
Well, I think it's inexperienced police. They didn't know how to solve a murder. Like, if someone in London at that time, just dealing with Jack the Ripper or whatever, like, he'd probably be a bit more, like, know what to do.
Nah, they've already slaughtered that, mate.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, they slaughtered it, but they'd be better than people just letting the town run all over it, like.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is, like, it's fucked.
It's weird I never really spoke that publicly about her either.
Yeah.
But I just suppose you could put that back to the time that they didn't have YouTube, they didn't have fucking Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking.
And also, like you said earlier, like, if you're like accused of something like that, like, you're not gonna want to talk about it, sort of thing. Like, you are just gonna be a bit like, no, I didn't do it. Leave it to their thing, and if you didn't do it and you know you didn't do it, you would know that they will end up finding out that, yeah, he's right, he didn't actually do it. It's someone who's guilty and has got a reason to prove they're innocent that will sit there and be all the time like, oh no, I didn't do it, I promise. Like, if you didn't do it, you just like, mate, I know I didn't do it, you don't believe me, fuck off.
Got nothing to prove to you, kind of thing, like, fuck off, kind of.
Yeah.
Mad. Alright, so I'm gonna fucking say, well, you know my theory.
Yeah.
That's how I'm going to finish this. What are you going to say?
So I don't know.
Give an independent theory of what I've come up with. Like, just try and chuck something else in the cesspit, bro. For the Talklabs and Mandim.
I think in a way, I'm gonna say some weird shit now. I think in a way, what's Niels and Vladimir were on and in on, like not in on it, but they were both there at the murders. Like matey was trying to kill his fucking friends. Vladimir's come down, fucking sort of saved them. Matey's ended up running off, sort of thing. All of that shit, like rah rah rah. But then Hans, I think, could have just come across them after matey's knocked himself out.
No,
with
bro.
the brick. What?
I think I know the whole story. I feel like I've just had a psychic fucking...
Right. Let me get my tea and biscuits.
Yeah, dude. I think
You tell me the story.
Sorry to interrupt you
Nah,
again.
no,
I'm just
go on.
terrible for it. Which one of them didn't like campers?
The Vladimir, the one who lived in the house and filled his well up.
And he lived near it, didn't he?
Yeah,
Right.
like 5 kilometres away. Like,
What if, mate, he fucking ran onto his land, running away from them being attacked, right? By the fucking Russian, right? Or this KGB motherfucker, or whatever the fuck he is, right? He goes onto his land, he's like, get off my land. Bang! Smashes him one, right? So that he leaves him all dizzy, like, he then legs it back to the fucking thingy, or chases him off or something.
No,
Gets back
he
to the...
thinks he's killed him, so he's like, I'm gonna go drop him back down at his fucking nearest campsite. As he gets closer, he's realised, oh shit, they're all dead. I'm gonna get tied to all of this. Covers it all up.
Yeah.
Hides it all in as well.
Yeah.
Shit. Matey's already at the hospital.
No, but
acting
then-
like a nutcase.
Yeah.
After killing all 3 of them, right?
Dude,
And I reckon, I know with the trousers, I hate to say it, and it's savage if it's not, but I do think it might be something as simple as she just wasn't wearing them when she went to sleep.
Or she did get raped by one of the guys.
Yeah.
Mateys ran off, pulled the other guy into it,
Yeah.
and fucking that's also...
Or it's even something as more fucked up as after they've killed her, they've done it like some necrophiliac shit.
Oh, that's just him.
And that's what I mean. That's some next level.
Yeah, you want to look at that shit? Go to the dark
In
web.
it,
Go to
in
Reddit,
it.
man.
Fuck off. Like
Yeah.
we ain't getting that in.
Oh, yeah. So I think I'm going to speak for both of us then, when we both absolutely believe all 3 of us involved.
Oh yeah. Somehow.
and if
all
not,
3
it's
of
some
them
deity.
were.
Like
Yeah. If not, it's some fucking insane major coincidence.
right. So then, I've got a theory about the ex.
SSS mate Hans.
Yeah.
Hans Assman.
Right. That motherfucker, right? He was used to that evil shit.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
he
You're
was...
a Nazi guard.
Yeah,
like,
you're-
you've seen some shit.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? He was an ugly motherfucker too.
Yeah.
Let's say he's out there.
Even like, I know this is like weird to say, but he does look like a Nazi, doesn't he? You
Oh,
look at him straight away and you think like,
That's you can't say that about someone though.
but it is though. Like he looks like, you look at Hans Goebbels, like one of fucking Hitler's top men. You could put him next to him and be like,
Mate, we're gonna get
he
beauty pied
fits
on this
fucking-
on one go, like.
But he does.
Yeah, to be fair, I know what you're saying. He looks evil.
Yeah, like he has like no
If you said to me,
emotion or
if you said
soul
this
there.
guy fucking, oh, he was a legend with the kids, like he'd do anything for anyone.
You'd be a bit like,
But you tell me,
"Nah,
oh,
add up."
this guy's.
He's in
stabbed
the
up-
SS.
He stabbed
yeah,
up
I've
3 kids
seen it.
near a lake in Bodom or whatever the
Yeah,
fuck,
yeah.
or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds logical.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can see that.
And I do agree with that. Yeah, I think he does look killery.
Yeah, innit?
But at the same time, he's the one with the experience of probably killing. Out of all of
Yeah.
the suspects, he's probably the only one that has actually killed. Being an ex-army,
real life
you know?
experience.
Do you know what I mean?
innit?
Some people get a craving
And
for it.
if he was in the SS, like obviously a Nazi guard was killing innocent people anyway, but the SS, you were going to people's homes, taking them out of their house at the middle of the night, killing them off, like literal fucking murder. Like,
But then, why did he go to the hospital that night?
I don't know, because it never says like, oh, he had these injuries, like he done this. It just, he went to the hospital, acted weird as fuck.
See,
Police
this is
come,
why I
spoke
think he
him
went
and
to the
fucked
hospital,
off.
because he's like, I've just saved some kids. I need to get myself checked out. I've been injured as well.
Yeah.
You know. But then we're not talking about that.
Or-
We're making him a culprit. So that, man, oh my god. Go on.
I was gonna say like, or it's just like he knows that's the best place to go to get the help straight away. He's like, I know as soon as I walk into that hospital covered in blood, they're gonna call the police. They're gonna do this. They're gonna do that. He knows it's that place to get that reaction of like.
Yeah, but then he didn't tell the police, though, did he?
They had That's what I mean. It says that he had a brief meeting. It never like says what he told them or anything like that. And that's like the more fucked up part. Like, because if it is like if this monster thing's true, that could have been where it come from. They spoke to Matey as he got to the hospital.
Maybe he was like, you know,
like,
when you look into the like Nazi conspiracies, what if he like invoked some like occult spirit to become as evil as like we were speaking before, and he was the demon possessed? Like,
yes, but then he was almost like split personality. The demon would take control,
MK Ultra.
and then that's when he'd come back and he'd be like, "Shit, I've just done this," and that's why he went to the hospital acting weird because he knew he couldn't say it because it was him, but he wanted them to go and find the kids.
Weird case, really weird
Very
case.
fucking weird. Very weird.
All right, so we'll leave it there, shall we?
Yes.
So subscribe
Like.
and leave us a fucking good review on iTunes. This is Talklabs. Catch you soon.